nations, backgrounds, and voices that are here in Baku for these 3 days. We will also be exploring the future of Africa. I am myself a woman from Latin America, from Ecuador, so we will bring this diversity of geographies, of cultures, of backgrounds to discuss and agree on the fundamentals. And the fundamentals is how to enhance our multilateral system, how to improve the way the United Nations delivers, and how to contribute to the key moments in 2024. We will have a Summit of the Future and a Pact of the Future. Baku and Azerbaijan will be hosting COP29. There is going to be a major preparatory conference on financing for development, which is critical for countries in the global majority, as I call it. And that's why, we invite you to join us during these 3 days and listen and learn, because we are all here to listen and learn. This is the 11th time that the Baku Forum meets. And every year, I think that the forum expands in number, in relevance, and in depth. So very happy to be here. And please join us during these 3 days. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm Carrie Kennedy with Robert F. Kennedy Human Rights, and very happy to be on the board here. I just want to say that this organization is named after an Azerbaijani poet 1,000 years ago. His vision of justice, of peace, of the capacity to bring people together from different cultures and different times to create a better world is what this organization is all about. His influence, this has created change and a vision of a better world across the globe. And we're so very, very proud to be associated with Azerbaijan, where he rode and lived. Thank you.
Well, I'm Zlatko Lagumdžija. I'm a member of the board of Nizami Ganjavi, here being year after year. This year, I just want to very proudly to say that we are finishing our Global Baku Forum on Saturday with the 11th last panel under the title "Youth Speak, We Listen." This year, we're very proud of the extremely high-quality group of 20 selected young leaders from 5 different continents all over the world in very selective and competitive process that we are putting together on the Global Baku Forum, our Global Baku Forum Young Leaders Generation 2024. They are not speaking on the last panel because they are less important, but they're speaking on the last panel because first 3 days they will be together, having workshops, being in our panels, and then they're going to give us their thoughts about what Summit of the Future should be about. On the first day, we have a panel devoted to Summit of the Future. We have some of the people here that you see with a special guest, Guy Ryder, who is Under Secretary General, who is in charge of Summit of the Future, will be, together with COP29, one of 2 major events that are happening at the United Nations umbrella. Right now, there is a process of consultations of more than 190 country members of the United Nations and different United Nations organizations, academic community, NGOs all over the world, discussing about what the declaration and outcome of the Summit of the Future will be. We are having those 20 young people working together next 3-4 days to say their view and pass it to the UN, pass it to the Guy Ryder and further on about what they think the Summit of the Future should be about. So that's one of the things, and we want to establish the group of young leaders who will do follow-ups on future COPs, and future of the Summit of the Future outcome. Thank you.
Boris, please.
Okay. Every year, Baku Forum is going to be more and more important, more exciting, because the world is getting more complicated and a more dangerous place for living. And this year we are going to discuss all the issues that are affecting the whole world and trying to find solutions for the problems that we are facing with the wars, conflicts, current conflicts. 3 of them are very, very painful and extremely sensitive, very dangerous: Ukraine, Israel, Palestine conflict, and Yemen. I hope that next year we are not going to have more conflicts in the world, but these 3 conflicts can break the world and the architecture of the mankind nowadays. This is the situation we are facing with, and we are going to try to cover all those issues and to do everything what we can in terms of offering kind of solutions and to talk about this in a very dangerous way, fragmented world. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you to my colleagues. Ladies and gentlemen, the floor is open for your questions. I'd like to thank my colleagues for having been so explicit and so thorough in telling you about the activities that NGIC represents. I thank them all for participating in this press conference, and will be available to you throughout our events the next 2.5 days, and we'll be happy to talk to you anytime you have questions. Thank you.